What's up everyone, Arif here. Welcome back to this whole audio rebuilding setup in my, office. But yes, this is the part now where we are going to tune the system. So for those of you that don't remember what we did in the last video and you don't feel like watching it, which I totally get it, let me just quickly run through and show you what we changed and what we're going to be doing this time around. So as you can see, here is my audio setup. Now we have our mixer, our audio compressor, our Roland vocal transformer, and the USB interface. And this is just for one computer. There's still 3 more that we have to do. But in this setup, what we've done is the microphone plugs into this cloud lifter, which goes into the mixer. The mixer comes down into the Roland VT3. From the VT3, we come up to the compressor, and from the compressor, we come back up to the mixer, and from the mixer, we come down into the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. Now, that setup has its pros and cons depending on who you are, but what we're tuning today is, well, the microphone and how it's all gonna sound. And the reason why is because between here, and here, we have about 4 different levels of gain that we kind of have to tune around to make sure the mic isn't getting too hot at the final output and we don't get any of that static in the background. So we're gonna start by just seeing where we're at currently. And for that, I am just gonna turn everything down to the left except for the compressor. I want the compressor to stay the way it is. But we're gonna tune around that and see how it goes. So for that, we are going to use, let's begin by clicking the record button and just seeing what happens. We can see there's some activity. We don't really know what that is, but it's too low and we're gonna obviously have to boost that up. I didn't see a lot of system static, which was nice. So let's close that. And let us start by clicking record. And let's start by tuning up the mixer. So from the mixer, we're gonna turn to the right here and turn the gain up to about 50%. I have a pretty strict rule of never going past 50 on any of my devices because it tends to cause too many problems. And we can see right there on Audacity, we are getting some sound coming back. So let's take a look and hear how that sounds. Okay, 1 2 1 2 test test. 1 2 1 2 test test. Okay, 1 2 1 2 test test. 1 2 1 2 test test. We need to get the vocal transformer going too. So let's turn that off, and we're gonna see here on the vocal transformer, the red light is not going. So we do have to keep doing this. We have to keep tuning the volume and the mic sensitivity. With the VT3, you don't want the mic sensitivity to be always red like you see here. You want it to be flashing apparently, according to the manufacturer. And we're just gonna keep tuning it until it's doing that. So 1 2 1 2, it's still going. So let's keep tuning it back. 1 2 1 2. 1 1. I still feel like that's too high. So let's turn it down here. 1 2 1 2. Little bit higher. 1 2 1 2. There we go. So that is good. Let's see how it sounds on playback. And we're just gonna boost it all the way to the top, just for the most extreme case. Okay, 1 2 1 2 test test. 1 2 1 2 test test. We should have had the sound there, and we didn't. We can see that it's not going through here, which is a problem. So let's check here. Make sure it's all selected correctly, and it is. Perhaps the auxiliary send is not going the way it should. So let's try the aux send, and let's try it again. Okay, so let's turn down the Let's turn down the Scarlet too. There's still some type of gain coming out of somewhere. Looking better. That's higher. And what's in here? Aux to mon, aux to main mix. Oh, okay. So aux to mon. Let's turn. I honest to God have no idea where this like phantom little spike is coming from. Like no bloody idea. So it looks like it's coming directly from the 2i2. That's where it looks like the spike is coming from. Let's restart the audio engine. Let's see what's happening. Let's also go into Windows Media, Sound Controls. And what is our recording set to? Our levels are set to 78. Okay, down to 0, so that's good. Now, let's put it at 50. 50 feels like a good spot.
And there you have it, guys. That is how I tune my system here. And now we have to do that 3 more times, but one thing at a time. And I assure you, this is all going to come together in probably one of the coolest streaming setups that you've ever seen. So thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Don't leave comments, but make sure you do hit that sub button, and I'll see all of you on the next video. Bye.